Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Madhumita and you know me as MedicoMadhu. Let us see what our body tells about us. So we'll be discussing about the manifestations from head to toe. We'll start with the hair. Let's say you have hair loss. The common problem can be that you have just recovered from a typhoid fever or any illness due to which you are losing your hair. Or it can be a postpartum change after you have delivered your baby. So in that case, there is nothing much to worry about. Once you take balanced diet and you take care of your health, you're going to get back your hair. Or it can be a local problem of the hair itself, in which case taking care of your dandruff or whatever is causing the hair loss, once we concentrate on the localized treatment of the illness that is related to the hair, it is going to settle down. But you can have hair loss because of nutritional deficiency as well. So we will be supplementing you with biotin, we will be supplementing you with vitamin B12, we'll be supplementing you with folate, we'll be giving you iron. All these things are necessary for your hair growth. Other than this, let's say that you're having hair loss, you will have to rule out other conditions like diabetes, if you have PCOS, if you have thyroid, all these things can also cause hair loss. Coming to your, after the hair loss, we have hair color changes also that takes place. So if you have vitamin D deficiency, your hair color can change. Like, you might have alternating normal hair and then lustreless hair. The same way, your nutritional deficiencies can cause premature graying of your hair. Excessive stress can also contribute to premature graying of your hair. Your genetics can cause premature graying of your hair. There are various options that are available for us, but here what I'm trying to say by hair changes is basically it is not just related locally to the hair. So getting a plasma or going for a hair transplant might not be the curative thing. You have to evaluate as to why you are having a problem, get it addressed, get it treated. That is what is more important. We spoke about hair. Let's go a little inside. Brain. So we all talk about forgetfulness. If you are a person who forgets stuff, it is not only related to the brain center, that is hippocampus, which is related to your memory, in which case you have amnesia. But it can be associated with conditions like Alzheimer's. If you have Parkinson's, as we age, we can all be forgetful. But nutritional deficiency like vitamin B12 can cause, impaired concentration can cause, if you have some attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, that can cause, and if you have diabetes, some medications that you take, those can cause forgetfulness. So depending on the cause, again, we will evaluate it. Hearing loss. We all know that age related, we have hearing loss. We have hearing loss because of a trauma to your ear. But if you have a problem with the eighth nerve of your, of your brain, what we call as the cranial nerve, then you can definitely have hearing loss. Or if you have a ear infection, the infection in your nose, in your eyes, that can also spread. So it can also cause a hearing loss. If you had a brain abscess, then it could have also come down and it could have caused a hearing loss. So these things can be the early indicator for us to find where exactly is the issue. So we'll have to get it evaluated. Coming to your eyes. So the change in the color of your eye. If you have a yellow eye, it can be because of jaundice. If you have, that means your liver is involved. If you have red eye, then it can be because of injury to your eye. It can be because of a foreign body, or it can be because of conjunctivitis, or it can be because of a damage to your, increase in the intraocular pressure called as a glaucoma. So all these things can cause a change in the color of your eye. Apart from this, you have tearing of eye, that can be because of lacrimal duct blockage, it can be because of excess screen time, it can be because of dryness. So what are the conditions that can cause dryness? It is not just because of screen time, but it can also be because your there is an autoimmune condition where the gland is not secreting properly. So this can be the early manifestation of it. You can have a blackish discoloration, that can be because of a tumor in your eye. So it is not all, it can be an early indicator of a cancer. So when we look at, you might have a double vision. So this double vision indicates that there is a problem with your brain. It is not always the eye muscles that are involved. You might be frequently changing your power, your lens. So that can be an early indicator of something that is happening inside your retina, your optic nerve, all these things. Or it could be the change in the intracranial pressure because of the pressure effect due to a tumor that is growing inside. So we have to get all these things evaluated, get it thoroughly checked. Skin changes. You can have a dry skin. The dry skin can be a part of an autoimmune disorder itself. You will have a thickening of your skin. That can also be related to autoimmune condition. You will feel tightness that can be associated with arthritis. You might have yellowish discoloration of the skin that indicates that you are developing a jaundice. You might notice puffiness below your eyes in the skin surface. That can be because of a kidney issue. It can be because of a heart issue. So the skin also helps you in finding out. Let's say you are having recurrent cuts and you are bleeding, it is not stopping. So in the skin surface, that means again you are having a platelet deficiency or a platelet disorder. This can be because of any medication that you are taking also. The excessive dryness or scaling of your skin can be a side effect of medication that you have taken also. So we have to get that also evaluated. If you have a extremely pink skin, lot more than compared to someone who is closer to you or who is a sibling in your family, you've been having the same complexion all through your life, but now you've become much more pinker, then your hemoglobin might be on the higher side, what we call as polycythemia. So this has to be evaluated. On the contrary, you have a very pale skin, very dull looking skin, very like as compared to them you look like a sheet, then in that case it can again indicate that you are having a low hemoglobin. So that is anemia, which has to be treated. In the neck region, you might notice some swellings in the neck. These are called as lymph nodes. It can be because of local infection to your neck region, or it can be because of a throat infection, a dental infection, or it can be because of infection in your ears. All these things can result in a lymph node enlargement. You can have blackish discoloration of the skin. This can be an early indication of insulin resistance. That is, you have a tendency to develop diabetes. You might have double chin. That is again an early indicator of diabetes. You can have enlargement over here. That is an indicator of thyroid disorder. You might have difficulty swallowing, which indicates there might be a problem with the esophageal tract or your nerve, or it could be an infection. You might have hoarseness of voice. There might be a voice change. It can be a local pathology to your vocal cord or your goiter. There is a thyroid which is enlarging, might be pressing, or it can be a nerve damage. Oral cavity, if we talk about it, starting from the bleeding of the gums, it can be because of a platelet disorder or it can be a problem with your gum itself. Oral ulcers can be because of nutritional deficiency, can be because of bacterial overgrowth, can be because of a sharp tooth, can be because you're smoking, you're taking pan, you're taking gutka. All these things can result in it. Oral dryness can be because of diabetes, can be because of your salivary gland obstruction, can be because you had undergone a radiotherapy previously. You might be choking your food, you might be choking on your saliva. All these things has to be evaluated. If you have a white tongue, then it can be because of a fungal infection to your tongue or because of excessive overgrowth of infective particle. It can be a condition where you will have a thin white line like stuff. That is a early indicator of cancer in your tongue. You can have a very red tongue. You can have a swelling in your tongue. These can be this swelling can be a simple cyst or it can be a cancerous change. So these are about your face, head and neck region. In my next video, I would be continuing with the rest of the body parts. I hope this video was useful for you. I would be meeting you with many more interesting medical updates. Thank you.